Welcome to State Scoop TV. I'm Jake Williams. We are here with Jim Edmond. He's the Chief Security Officer for the state of South Dakota. Jim, how you doing today?
Very good. Thanks for having me, Jake.
Thanks for being here. So Jim, let's start. Tell me a little bit about what South Dakota is doing to become more resilient against cyber threats.
Cyber is really on a couple of different fronts is where I think where we're heading. One is on the human aspect. Obviously, you got to protect, inform, educate, make your clients aware of cybersecurity. Then the other aspect is on the technical side. You know, there's a variety of different technology things being pursued, whether it's in the Windows 10 front, multi-factor authentication, access control, a lot of those areas.
Sure.
So a few different areas we're attacking it at.
That's great. And how are you working to protect end users on their email accounts from cyber threats like phishing and ransomware?
Yeah, email is really, as you know, probably the number one attack vector that we're seeing in the cyber world these days, specifically towards end clients. The first thing we're doing on the front end is trying to filter as much of the noise out as possible. On a monthly basis, typically 80 to 90% of the mail that we have inbound is classified as spam in some manner. So whether that's spam, phishing, whaling, whatever it might be. So the first thing we're doing is trying to help them out by getting rid of as much noise as we can. Obviously we can't get rid of all of it, so that's left, we try and educate them on what the various factors are and how the triggers in regards to looking at the email address and where it's from, looking at the URLs within the email messages and trying to educate them on how to look and see whether it's a legitimate URL or it may be a phishing message.
Sure. And last question, with ransomware, with phishing, with all of that on the horizon, what steps is your agency taking to back up and archive data?
Well, data backup really goes back since the original days of IT. You have to, in our case, it's best to centrally store it, whether it's on our own internal private cloud or even if it's on an external cloud. But then you have to back it up, and in these days, it's much easier to back up in an online-to-online media rather than having to go back to some of the ancient days of using removable media such as tape or drives or discs or that sort of thing. So really, backup and archive goes a long ways back in the IT industry, and there are many solutions out there to fix that particular problem.
Sure. Well, Jim, I look forward to hearing more about that. Thanks for being with us today.
All right, thanks for having me.
Thank you. For more about what Jim is working on in South Dakota, check out statescoop.com. I'm Jake Williams, Associate Publisher for State Scoop, here with Jim Edmond, the Chief Security Officer for the state of South Dakota. Thanks for watching.